What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Wrestling Junkies Podcast. I'm Mr. Cincinnati, and as always, I am joined by the podcast dad himself. He believes today. Choops, how we doing, man?
I believe in the Phillies. Last night, clinching the first NL East Division title since 2011. Excited for baseball over here. I know you don't know anything about that with the Reds because they suck. So just jump on the bandwagon. We're having a great time. Yes, of course. Main Event Network is out there as well. What else? Take that stupid hat off because I don't believe in that.
I don't want to talk about it today. Okay, I'm pretty I'm pretty pissed.
You know what's creeping? You know what's creeping real close?
Doubt.
October 27th.
Congratulations. You know the concept of time.
No. That's a special day, Mr. Cincinnati. That's a special day. Get ready.
It escapes me.
It should, because your team might not have a win by then.
Oh, don't fucking say that. Don't say that.
Oh, man. How are we doing today? It was a big night last night. Doubleheader Monday night football. I had 3 screens going. How about you?
I have had better days. And yes, thank you, Kyle. I do have every right to be pissed. But you know what? I digress.
Kyle, shout out to 2-1 teams. No, not you.
I'm just going to too sweet him because it's in the name. That's why you know what? Okay.
You can't do that. It's the 2-1 teams only. The 0-3s have to. I think there's only like 3 of you.
What's with you today?
I had my coffee.
What's with you? Why? Why you got to?
I had my coffee today? Out of this beautiful Wrestling Junkies coffee mug.
That is a beautiful segue. Support our merch store. We've got t-shirts, tank tops, hoodies, beanies, caps. We do not have, but
caps.
Yeah, hats. Same thing. Is it not the same damn thing?
Maybe you were born in the 80s. That's a callback.
I know. I get the callback. The show hasn't aired yet for them to get the damn callback, but thank you. Support our friends at Gorilla Press Apparel. Use promo code WJP2024 for 25% off site wide. If you're a wrestler, promoter, referee, personality in the industry, you need merch for those tables, hit up Gorilla Press Apparel on X. They do accept commissions right now. Also, Coastal Empire Wrestling, our friends. We are the official podcast sponsor of Coastal Empire Wrestling in Savannah, Georgia. We have just recorded After the Empire, recapping Legends of Low Country. That show will be coming to you this week on our YouTube channel, so you'll get to hear all of our thoughts on 7 incredible matches, including the fact that Hakeem Young did not win the Coastal Chaos Championship. I don't know if he's watching tonight, but odds are probably not.
I wouldn't either. If I injured a man just to beat him for the title and then tied, I'd be pretty pissed too. I'd probably still be in hiding.
But what do we know? We're just fucking marks
and so-called journalist podcasters, which doesn't make sense, buddy.
He knew that. It's fine. And anyway, so don't forget, Coastal Empire Wrestling Talk is Cheap coming up this weekend, September 28th. Dude, I'm telling you, this is going to be an incredible card with the likes of Dax Anthony, Tyler Shoup, Hunter James, Randall Reno III.
Hey, look, there's Hakeem on the poster. Oh.
And he doesn't have the title. That pleases me. That's
the smallest one on there?
Yeah.
Good. Hi, Hakeem.
But yeah, no, seriously, get your tickets now. $20 for front row, $3 Wells, $3 Miller Lights, VFW Post 660 in Savannah, Georgia. If you're in the area, go hit them up. Shout outs to our friends Exotic Youth. A couple of big matches coming up this weekend for them. We've also got this actually 2 days from now, Marcus Mathers, All I Want 3, H2O Wrestling Center, September 26th. I'm telling you, Marcus Mathers is the future of professional wrestling. He's put together an incredible card. Cannot wait for you guys to check this out. It will be streaming on IWTV. Buddy, I'm telling you, it's been an interesting 24 hours. While it hurts me so that the Bengals did not win in prime time again. I got home in time. I was upset enough that I needed to leave the establishment, and I got home, turned on my TV just in time to see the rest of the main event of Monday Night Raw, Bron Breakker, Jey Uso for the Intercontinental Championship. What up, Great Brown Hope? Good to see you, my guy. Jey Uso won the big one. And I didn't see it coming. It was a real holy shit surprise.
I can't argue with it. I mean, the crowd reaction alone was great. Yeah, I can't argue with the decision right now. Yeah, it might be a short reign, but dude, when that 3 hit, that crowd went absolutely insane. Joe Tessitore is really, really good on commentary. He makes it feel like a big time moment. It was the match great. It's not going to be in our match of the year candidate and year-end awards. No, but this could be up there for OMG moment of the year. I mean, nobody saw this coming. I think I said yesterday, there's no way he wins, and yet he did. But I can't argue it. I mean, the crowd reaction was just so great, and it was a really fun moment. And everybody's kind of upset about Braun losing. Dude's 26. He'll be fine.
Yeah.
He's got many more title reigns on his way. Like, he'll be all right. Jey Uso winning this one, I think, at the peak of his popularity right now, was probably the right call.
Yeah, and I can't help but look back kind of at this last year that they've really tried this main event Jey Uso run, and it has been about a year at this point because we went to Fastlane last fall in Indy and saw him capture the tag team championships with Cody Rhodes, and we were kind of wondering, were they just splitting them up just to put him back into a single star tag team, and what benefit would come from that? But they've held their ground with Jey Uso. He's again over like Rover, and the merch sales are off the charts. I mean, it's hard not to enjoy what he's doing as a single star, and I think that they have I think mission accomplished. They have a single star here. That's just me.
Yeah, I love that shirt. I love his new shirt. Shout out to my neighbor who's using the leaf blower for some reason.
I don't hear the leaf blower.
Okay, if you guys can't hear the leaf blower, good, but that's really grinds my gears. But let's see here. Theory is not Bron Breakker.
No,
no, because Braun, I think, is more of a Triple H guy anyway. There was a regime change with Austin Theory that just didn't go well. Braun has already been established. Braun is going to be that guy. I mean, Braun beat Sami Zayn at SummerSlam. Like, we didn't see Austin Theory do anything like that when Triple H was in charge. Yes, he beat John Cena at WrestleMania, but that was still kind of the who's really in charge kind of thing, right? So, and Braun winning at SummerSlam was much bigger than Austin Theory winning at WrestleMania. It just felt that way. Yeah. He'll be fine. Relax. I still think Austin Theory is going to be fine. I think Austin Theory is going to have a hell of a babyface run here soon. And again, these guys are so young that a little bit, and it's not even bad booking, but a little bit of bad booking won't hurt them right now.
Yeah. I mean,
Braun didn't get booked badly. So I want to just throw that out there.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, because we were very critical of, okay, why hasn't Braun been called up yet? I mean, it had been a while, and we were kind of waiting on that, but they wanted to season the heel turn and to see, what they had with him. I think keeping him down there to have that heel run probably benefited him as far as the aura he created when he walked in. If we had just gotten that smiley, super colorful Bron Breakker, I think we'd be just saying, just another guy who was physically talented, but we wouldn't have seen a whole lot as far as character development that we have with him as a result of that extended time on NXT. Same with Roxanne Perez. But yeah, no, Braun will be perfectly fine. I know that we've been preconditioned to lengthy championship reigns in this Triple H era, as far, especially with Gunther and kind of what they have planned for him with the world title now as well. But this was, you had to capitalize on this momentum here, because I don't know when Jey Uso is going to be this hot ever again.
Well, like I said, he's kind of at the peak right now, right? He's got to be involved in this bloodline storyline at some point. So let's get the title on him now. If he has a 2 to 3 to 4 week run, that's fine. And Braun becomes a 2-time champion, that's fine.
Yeah.
And then Braun beats Jey Uso. Like, that's still another big win for Bron Breakker.
Yeah.
Like Bron Breakker can say, hey, I won the Intercontinental title off Sami Zayn and Jey Uso. That's pretty good.
Yeah. And I mean, with trying to remember my point here, I apologize. But with the reunion of the bloodline here that is incoming, we're seeing Roman Reigns kind of reinventing himself. You almost need Jey Uso to come in with that aura of his own. He's not the right-hand man anymore. And if they are going to reunite to take on this new bloodline, they do need to be seen as equals sort of now at this point. It can't be the tribal chief and everybody under him. This is, okay, we've got to assemble, for lack of a better phrase, assemble the Avengers here as far as the reunion of the bloodline.
I had a thought, because we still need to get Jey Uso over to SmackDown.
Yes.
Could you see a trade of the mid-card champions? Move LA Knight over to Raw now that they're going on Netflix, so you could give LA Knight a little bit more leniency in his promos. And with SmackDown going to 3 hours, I mean, you're going to need almost like that working man's title, and that's what the Intercontinental title is.
Yeah.
Could you see a switch between that? I mean, because I still don't see a way getting Jey Uso over to SmackDown quite yet.
Yeah, I mean, it made sense of how he got over to Raw in the first place, but yeah, especially if and I know that you've brought this point up quite a bit since the draft happened, is that they did make the point of talking about trades that we probably should see one before the next draft, and I mean, yeah, this would make a lot of sense. I mean, I think Netflix sure would love to have LA Knight over over on Raw. Jey Uso certainly isn't a slouch himself either as far as what he brings to the table as far as popularity, and he gets reinserted into the biggest storyline on the show, so it really doesn't hurt anybody for this particular trade if that were to happen. I think that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, and I just think challenger wise, I mean, you change challengers for everybody. Like, it freshens up it a little bit, especially for those mid-card titles that obviously Triple H has really wanted to put an emphasis on to make those feel important again. So do you feel there's another one that I have, and I'm trying to figure out exactly how I want to word this. Okay. Are you okay with kind of these, it's not rapid fire title switches, but kind of like we just had Gunther's long ass reign as the Intercontinental title, and now we've had 3 new Intercontinental champions since WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Yeah, now call me biased because I grew up in the Attitude Era. We saw a lot of this type of booking as far as not necessarily lengthy title reigns, and not all of them always meant something. This means something, so that's why I'm okay with this. We saw this is, and again, this is also something that Bron Breakker is used to. He lost the NXT title on Raw, and then regained it back a matter of weeks later, and again, did not hurt Bron Breakker in the slightest back then. This won't either. Again, this is capitalizing on the momentum that Jey Uso has organically earned. And there has been this groundswell to see him get that singles gold, because it's kind of the point of why you split up the Usos, is to see what you have as far as single stars. So
I think
why shouldn't a championship accompany that? We've seen how it's just been very, very organic. I mean, this is what they wanted. This is what they expected, and this is what they planned for. So, this shouldn't, just because it was after 50 days and this was Braun's second defense. Again, he's 26. Not the end of the world.
This is Jay Sealing, though, right? Can we put him being a world championship contender to bed?
It sounds like you might. I'm still not willing to do that just yet.
I can't see him winning a world title. That's just me. This felt like his world title.
Okay.
And that's fine. Yeah, you make the IC title feel like a world title.
Yeah.
You've done a good job. So, but this is where I think, I just don't think he's at that next level.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah. Yeah, and you can still be main event Jey Uso. You were in the main event defending the IC title. So, and I think he'll be a fighting champion. It'll be fun to see, who he's going to mix it up with.
Yeah, for sure. And one thing I was worried about was if he is going to win it and get this moment tonight, is this just going to be a turnaround and lose it at Bad Blood? I hope that would be too short.
Be on Bad Blood.
I'm fine with that too. I just didn't want it to be I hold the title for like 10 days.
I think our Bad Blood card's set, man. I don't think we're going to get any more. I don't think our Andrade Mello is going to be on that card either, especially because we forgot about Gunther and Sami Zayn. So,
yeah.
I think that's going to round out your 6-match card.
Yeah, especially because, let's move on to Bronson Reed, Bron Breakker. They continue to cause destruction wherever they go.
Strowman.
What's that?
Braun Strowman.
What did I say?
Bron Breakker.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
There's a lot of Bronsons and Brons.
Yeah.
Come on, Val. There's too many. Change his name.
Maybe don't do that voice.
It's fine.
But I mean, we're gonna see this culminate in Last Monster Standing next week on Raw. So, I think in any other world that might have been a match that made the Bad Blood card. I
love the name of that too. Last Monster Standing. That's pretty good.
This has been a fun program to watch.
Yeah, it's been a fun TV program. My God, we're having fun TV programs and people are bitching about it. Shut up.
Not everything needs to culminate in a pay-per-view.
It doesn't. And this is fine. These guys have been doing this for the last couple of weeks, and it's been good television every time. Yeah. How many times do we love seeing Bronson Reed kill somebody with that tsunami? It's awesome. And this match, I think, is going to be great. We saw him do it on a car. What are they going to do? It's going to be fun. I'm excited.
Yeah. I think Bronson gets the win here. You have to continue to build him as a monster heel because Seth Rollins is still waiting in the ring in the wings.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, he originally went after Seth Rollins. So, yes, I think you need to have him beat Braun Strowman. So, I would agree with you, Mr. Cincinnati. Even though I begrudgingly want to agree with you, I do agree with you.
It's not the end of the world if you agree with me every once in a while.
To me, it is. It sucks. It does. It does.
Touch grass.
No, thanks.
So Rhea Ripley's going to have Dom put in a shark cage for Bad Blood.
Yeah, that's an interesting concept. It'll be good. It'll be fun. Did you see the match? Do you like the match graphic? I love the match graphic. Have you seen it?
Yeah, it's really
with Tom in the cage.
Yep,
it's pretty good.
I like it. Yeah.
Does that mean Rhea's going to win?
I kind of think she has to here. They have done a great job of building Liv Morgan as more than just the tag team specialist that she was pigeonholed into forever. And now, this has been one of the better women's programs of the year. She has to win this rivalry. I mean, they have a legit singles star here on their hands now, and she's just needed the right opportunity. And the chemistry she has with Rhea Ripley has really. I mean, that's why this story works. But I do think she needs this win more than Rhea does.
I'll save it for the prediction show, but I think Liv is going to retain because I think Judgment Day is going to add a new member.
Who do you think that'll be?
There's somebody else that Rhea Ripley messed with when she was in Judgment Day and put out of action that we have not seen in a while.
Ooh, Raquel?
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm picking up.
And I want to see Raquel and Rhea mix it up. So
yeah.
That would be a lot
really
of fun.
do miss seeing her on TV.
I do too. Hey, you know who we saw on TV?
Who?
Or I guess you didn't. Dragon Lee.
Yeah. Well, I did see that he got the win over Carlito. I did watch it again today. So
you rewatched. Okay. Yeah. Can we just get Dragon Lee on TV a little bit more? Can we do that?
Yeah.
Make that happen. Get him out of the LWO. Just get rid of the LWO. I'm done with that.
I don't think. I mean, it made sense for the Hall of Fame induction and to sell some shirts around Mania season. I get that.
I'm done with that.
But yeah, it's because they only continue to mix it up with. I mean, Luckily, it's not LDF anymore now that they're on SmackDown, but we're just seeing them continue to wrestle Judgment Day. Like,
I don't know. Somebody else might be tired of the LWO too, and Xavier Woods. We saw a little bit of aggression from old Woodsy there. I like that. And Kofi wasn't that upset either. Are the New Day just turning heel? Which wouldn't be the worst thing.
Yeah.
We need tag depth.
You do. It would be. I mean,
they've done it before.
I mean, they started heel. Like I get it. But what is? I just wonder what that looks like because they've been such bright, bubbly, colorful characters. I mean, even though he never turned heel once in his career, well, okay, at least not in WWE, he never turned heel. But it is kind of like with Rey Mysterio. Do you want to boo them? I just don't know if you would.
Shout out to the king.
That's good.
There you go.
That's
negativity. Yeah, they just lean in. I mean, they just lean into it. Like exactly how they did when they debuted. Just lean into it. And I think they get booed because I think people are ready to see something new with the New Day, and this could be a lot of fun. And again, they need tag depth, and a heel New Day would be a breath of fresh air.
I don't recall seeing it, but I heard that there was a little teaser about the Viking Raiders.
There was a graphic that showed up on the screen. If that's the Viking Raiders, okay. I didn't put two and two together, but there was like this tease of a graphic.
Okay,
cool. I know Eric is Eric. Eric's
the
one. He's the bigger one, right?
Baldwin. Ivar. Yeah,
Ivar's cleared. I know that.
Yeah, and Eric had the neck.
Eric had the neck fusion.
Yeah,
and he's been out a while, so yeah, maybe. I mean, again, tag depth. Maybe that's Triple H's next project is tag depth.
And that would be really cool because that Viking Raiders, Wyatt 6, there's another one of those fun stable groups you can do with them. Valhalla and Nikki Cross can mix it up too. I mean, those are they've always been two of the more underutilized talents in the women's division. I mean, this would be a real chance to let them shine. And luckily we have Joe Tessitore, not Michael Cole, getting all excited over the Antlers.
I would love if the Viking Raiders were actually booked well on the main roster. That'd be fantastic. They were booked so well in NXT.
Yeah.
And now who's running the main roster? Like, God, those guys are so good. Yeah, I think I don't know if it's the Lucha Brothers quite yet. The Viking Raiders makes more sense. Because I think you'll want to promote the Lucha Brothers debuting, not some cryptic post.
Yeah.
I think you want to promote, hey, these guys are coming, and you want to know exactly who it is so you get that many eyes on it. And quite frankly, I could see the Lucha Brothers going to SmackDown because you already have Dragon Lee and Rey Mysterio on Raw.
Yeah.
So.
And you know that we're going to get the Lucha Brothers LDF program. Let's just get it out of the way. And
yeah, but that could be really good.
You
don't have to lean into it as much, but that could be. I mean, I'd watch that. That'd be because Humberto and Garza just re-signed too, so that could be. And it's fresh. That's a fresh matchup. I wouldn't be that upset about it. And I don't think
I'm just hoping they don't run it into the dirt.
Yeah, I was gonna say don't drive it into the ground, but I don't think you have to worry. Like you got DIY over there with the Lucha Brothers. That would be amazing. You got the Bloodline over there with the Lucha Brothers. As much as you love the Guerrillas of Destiny, and you think the breakout star is gonna be Tama Tonga, Jacob Fatu, mixing it up with either one of those luchadors could be really fun. Really, really fun.
I agree.
What else tickled your fancy?
I'm just going back through my notes here.
Notes. While he's going through the notes, guys, if you want to support the Wrestling Junkies podcast, please subscribe. Hit the bell. Hit the notifications. Know when we do this. We're usually the same time every day. Sometimes we're a little early because Eric's had to get through all of his goddamn plugs. But if you want to watch us, subscribe. Hit the bell. Know what we're doing.
I mean, you could have said that without,
I just did a plug. But how do you feel? Feel weird? You feel weird that I just plugged you? I outplugged you. How about that? Is he like drying his driveway? What?
Okay, I did hear
What's
it
the
in
point?
that moment there.
This guy. Don't have neighbors. Don't have kids. I hear my kids screaming too. Oh,
I thought we were friends. I thought we were friends.
So here's the thing, Chris, is we don't say who day anymore. We just say someday. Someday they'll do something. Just not anytime soon. And you know the best part too is whoever your safety is. What's his name? Britt.
Yeah, Taylor Britt.
Yeah, I forget his first name. Much trash.
I know.
And you let the commies come in and beat you. Didn't do good. Didn't do much for the Eagles. Thank you, by the way. I actually needed the Bengals to win, but that's fine.
Yeah, we might need to make some moves on defense.
What are you going to do when the Red Rifle runs wild on you?
I mean, good for him. Like it's. I mean, I think I was talking to one of my bartender buddies about this last night. Like, good for him. Like he is, he's this year's Joe Flacco as far as that. Like, oh, look at you coming in and like we remember that you used to play relatively well. Like this is good for him because there might be another team that takes a chance on him and he gets one more contract before it's all said and done. Good for him. I appreciate what he did for Cincinnati, but
But that's who you play next week.
I know. I'm aware of that. Nothing gets past you.
Don't lose to the Panthers, or my God, I will eviscerate you. I'm just letting you know now. Good God, don't lose to the Panthers. Could be worse. You could be Tony Khan's team.
There will come a day where the shoe will be on the other foot. I don't know when. I don't know where. I don't know what the context is, but I will.
Because I think since I've been alive, the Eagles have like the fourth best win percentage in the NFL. So I don't know much about losing.
Okay, whatever.
Did you go on mute? What happened?
No, I didn't. I'm letting you have your fun. I'm
having a lot of fun. Go Birds, go Phillies. We know things about winning.
Hakeem, the podcast dad, so you can go fuck yourself. Anyway, that's going to do it for us tonight.
I did. Yeah, you might. Where's your title, buddy?
It's just so funny.
Where is it? You came on the show boasting about how you're chaos, how you're madness, how you're Godzilla, whatever you said, and then you didn't follow through. You went to a tie. Okay. That's even worse than a loss. I could have been like, man, that was a tough loss. No, you tied.
He gets the rematch though, but that window might have closed.
Prove me wrong. Just like the Bengals, your window's closed.
This is about him, not me right now.
It's always about you, buddy. It's always.
It shouldn't be.
What's real quick? Let me break down this NXT card, and then we can hop off. But let me get this pulled up. Why don't you do a plug?
So after the Empire, the official post show of Coastal Empire Wrestling, we'll be releasing that tomorrow. I think we're gonna go ahead and get that on YouTube, breaking down all the action from Legends of the Low Country. We'll also be recording the newest edition of Coastal Countdown as we get ready for CEW Talk is Cheap coming up once again this weekend. Tyler Shoup will be joining us on that pre-show to talk about his match with Hollywood Hunter James. Been a lot of trash talk on social media as of late, so there's some huge implications here for the CW Heavyweight Championship. So we are going to see what Tyler has to say about his match coming up this weekend. Podcast Dad, are you good to go on our NXT preview?
I am. Kalani Jordan will defend her NXT Women's North American Championship against Ren Sinclair to kick off the show.
Fun.
The Good Brothers will take on Hank and Tank for some reason.
Cool. Tag team death.
Ahead of their title match in St. Louis, Axiom and Frazier will join the Grayson Waller effect.
For Axiom?
Sure. Wendy Chu and Rosemary will take on Brentley Reese and Carmen Petrovic.
They're a fun tag team. Rosemary and Wendy Chu. I really enjoy them.
Ridge will take on Riley Osborne.
He's going to break that boy in half.
And then Ora Mensa takes on Lexis King.
Where are my intellectuals out?
They're just getting that stuff out before the CW debut. because he ain't gonna be on that show.
Hey, never say never.
Never. He will not be on the first CW show. No, they're putting their best foot forward. I'm pretty sure where I just looked on the graphic for them promoting the CW, he was not on there.
Doesn't really mean anything, but okay.
I think it does. I can pull it up here. Let's see. Nope, you got Ethan Page, you got Roxanne Perez, Julia, Wesley, Zachary Wentz, and Trick Williams. So not
fun little card.
Not Ethan or whatever his name is. You know his dad played for the Bengals?
Yes, I'm aware of that. Thank you very much.
My God.
Yeah.
Hooday. Hooday. All of them. All of them.
It's okay. I'm still going to proudly adorn the orange and black. It's all good.
That's fine. That's probably how you're feeling after every week, aren't you? You're getting beat up.
I wish I had some tacos to smell right now. Or
I think he's dead, so that's good.
He's not. He's in the Maldives, all right?
Yeah, where he's at the mall. What?
He's in the Maldives.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right. End the show. We are way past where we should have ended. We're just talking now.
Remember when we used to do these for like 2.5 fucking hours at a time?
Yeah. I don't know how. I don't know how. A, I don't know how I did that with you, and B, I don't know how Heather let me get away with that.
Yeah. And again, for the record,
R.I.P.
Taco is not dead. He's not dead.
All right. Out for Taco. Tragic accident.
Anyway,
give us a
follow at Junkies Pod. Like us on Facebook. Follow us on Instagram. The podcast that is now finally on TikTok, along with your boy Mr. Cincinnati. Give us a follow over there as well.
I haven't made my profile yet. One step at a time, buddy. One step at a time.
Like, share, subscribe, tell one person. Brand new Coastal Empire Wrestling content coming out this week. Thank you guys so much for joining us. We will be back tomorrow night. Be cool, have fun, enjoy wrestling. For the podcast dad and Mr. Cincinnati, it's been the Wrestling Junkies Podcast. See you tomorrow.